Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more, what we specialize in: red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? This John Q and this bitch from the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast for episode 49. We got some heavy hitters back in the building today. We got Fresh and Judas from the In the Mix podcast. Say what up, though, fellas.
What up?
Yeah, buddy. Hey,
we here, man. We here.
Yeah, they here. You know what I'm saying? They had to kind of come back for. It's kind of like it's part one, but part two in a way. Yeah. You got Sage over there. Say what's up, Sage. Hey, look, he ain't want to get on the mic today. You know what I'm saying? He in the zone right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's okay. But check this out, y'all. You know, this episode, of course, is sponsored by the GAMG, which is the Gym Animal Muscle Gang brand. So, of course, if you're looking for personal training, if you're looking for the flyest personal fitness apparel like what you see right here, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And see what they got on right there. Yes. They represent, you know what I'm saying, the shirts and everything. Come holla at me. You know what I'm saying? At GAMG.shop, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me. Y'all trying to get your muscle game on, some weight loss. So, you want to look fly while you getting your ass kicked or anything. You know what I'm saying? Just come holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? All right? Also, I just want to find out how was y'all strong in, man? What y'all end up doing, say the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and up to the day, man? What y'all end up doing, man, over the strong end?
Well, man, what do we do? First of all, thanks for having us, man.
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, look, matter of fact, introduce yourself, even though we don't get to the interviews and all that kind of stuff.
Thanks for having us. I'm Fresh from the Mix Podcast.
That's fresh in the building.
Yeah, man, this is amazing. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough, man. This is dope.
Hey, look, we had to return the favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real. You know what I mean? Hey, look, we did a dope session with y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Talks with Todd.
Yep.
And Down Snipes and stuff. Yeah. We did that probably about what? Maybe about a little over a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
About a month ago.
Y'all definitely want to check that episode out. I got it on the page and everything. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself too down there,
Judas Priest.
Yeah, buddy. That boy be talking that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can call him shit talking.
Right.
Yeah. But how was y'all strong again, man?
All right, so we my strong what's today? Monday?
Today is Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday the 49ers lost.
Yeah, I'm still discombobulated about that. Oh man, yeah.
Okay.
The 49ers lost, man. So yeah. It was Sunday was rough.
You say Sunday was rough.
Yesterday was rough, man.
So look, we is gonna talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? What did y'all really think about it besides your team losing or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't think it was too good. You know what I'm saying? As far as but the whole overall game.
I thought it was extremely competitive. I thought it was really competitive that both teams came to play. And that's why, a lot of people was complaining that the game was boring, which is because they got so far away from how football should be played. It was a physical, defensive game in the beginning. And they want to see a bunch of points and everything. But
Hell yeah, that's what they've been selling you on the whole.
Yeah,
hey,
but
look,
It was definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm old school, man. I like the grind, man.
So you think it was more so defense?
Yeah,
That's what you're saying?
I think the defense definitely. Both defenses came to play because they had Mahomes out there. Because if our quarterback was a little bit better, we would have won that game.
I don't think he was the actual problem.
No,
man.
he wasn't the problem.
You know what I'm saying at all? To be honest
It's
with
just
you,
that you got to have a gunslinger playing against Mahomes, man. Because that dude, he got that Tom Brady zest to him, man.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think it was more so the coaching on the 49ers, and I'm gonna say the reason why is everybody knows you do not let Patrick Mahomes.
Thank you. I said the same.
Get the ball back.
You do not.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a no brainer. Like you gotta run the ball out on their ass just to go ahead and score. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they end up doing for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they melted that clock down and didn't give them another chance. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. So I really think, man, to be honest with you, for the most part, every bit of probably the last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter and say the overtime, the game was trash to me. That shit was trash, man. I'm sorry. And look, everybody was commenting. You can see this shit, not just from here.
Yeah, from everywhere.
Look, from everywhere saying, hey, if the Lions and shit, even, what's his name, Antonio Brown, he said, man, if the Lions was playing, they'd be kicking one of these teams' asses right now, 35-10 at least. You know what I'm saying? And, the whole NFL went to, all this offense now. And that's what I'm going to say now, we done got kind of spoiled with all this offense. Now, it was to me, it was kind of sloppy, and it did get better as far as quote-unquote defense. Mm-hmm. But to be honest with you, like that it factor that, oh, man, you know what I'm saying, staying glued to the fucking TV, man, it was people that was falling asleep I talked to. Yeah. It's people that was leaving from where they was at.
Party I was at, they started playing music and drinking. It was like way more we were to start playing to the game like that. Like, have it on there.
Yeah.
I left the Super Bowl party I was at. I was like,
See? And even you left.
No, I left because I knew how it was going to, because for the 49ers to actually win that game, they would have to put points up to beat Mahomes, and they didn't do it.
Yeah,
and I seen it happening.
But neither one of these teams, if you look at it and shit, they went to overtime, and the highest points that was scored was still 25
Correct.
points.
Yeah,
like that's not shit. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, the average team right now is scoring on an average about 23, 25 points in a regular season. You see what I'm saying? So you go to overtime, you would think, hey, it's going to be a little bit more high scoring, at least say in the 30s.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, However, y'all can call in and let us know what y'all think, you know what I'm saying, about the game and Who would y'all would have rather seen in the Super Bowl? I'm quite sure we
Definitely
here, you know what I mean. But
The right team was there.
The call-in number is 313-266-2811. All right. So look, before we get into the interview, real quick, I just want to talk about say Q's health tip real quick. All right. So it's very simple. Do you know what you really are consuming when you purchasing food at, say, the grocery store? Because I've noticed some things, not just say the GMO labels, but have y'all been paying attention to damn near everything that you buying has this label on it called bioengineered food ingredients. All right. So why is this shit kind of important? Well, let me just read a little bit for y'all. All right. So when it comes to bioengineered food ingredients, it says the standards defines bioengineered foods as those that contain detectable genetic material that has been modified through a vitro recombinant deoxyribonucleic acid, which is rDNA techniques, for which the modification could not otherwise be obtained through conventional breeding or found in nature. There is no solid evidence genetically modified bioengineered crops are harmful to human health, although every organization don't agree. So you have, say the Food and Drug Administration, all right? This was according to them. And the World Health Organization, right? This is something that they put out. But a lot of, say, other organizations disagrees and says, no, this shit is harmful for you, because if you taking anything out of its natural state, for one, and then you breeding it, and then you fucking playing with, the genetics or something, but then you can't even tell people whatever if it's harmful or good for you, why is you even playing around with it? Why are you putting this shit in food that already was existing prior? So why it's like an additional additive to food that we was already consuming? So it sounds like some nefarious shit to me, to be honest with you. Yeah. So because not only that, say bioengineered, just the label alone, bioengineered food ingredients, that shit ambiguous as hell. Meaning like it can be any damn thing. It can be fucking human parts. It can be dog shit. Mm-hmm. It can be, you know what I mean? Yeah. It can be any damn thing. So, just be aware of, these things that you might see on these labels. Check out some of these long ass words and shit that's hard to fucking pronounce, and check, just look it up. You know what I mean? Look it up for yourself, and you make the decision to see if this shit is healthy or not for you.
Yeah, because the USA keep passing all this stuff, and when it happens, like if you look at the other countries, they say no, we're not allowing that to be sold or brought into our country, but we accept everything here.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it can go from, the main thing that I've been seeing it on, like I said, I've been seeing it on everything. It's in candy, right? The shit is in chips. Mm-hmm. They try to make it seem like, oh, it's only on certain items. Nah, this shit has been on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like candy, chips, damn near all kind of processed foods. You know what I'm saying? Even things that you think that's healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's like the cloning in there. Like
there you go.
Corn before
the corn.
They been doing it before corn before they even told us.
Yeah.
Then they got caught. And it was like, oh, yeah, it's already out there. Yeah. But it's not good, harmful for you. But you let me choose to decide to consume this stuff before you say it's not harmful, because it's not harmful yet. But 10 years of it.
What's the side effects?
What's the side effects?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. They can't even say if it's harmful or not. So why even fucking play with it then? Why even let that be acceptable to put in people's food for consumption? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So... All right, so that was it, for Q's health tip. So just read what you're consuming. You know what I mean? And you make that, a sound decision. If you think that shit is healthy or not. You know what I mean? All right. So once again, say welcome to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast in the Mix podcast, award winning in the Mix podcast.
Award winning, right?
I gotta ask y'all. I know what category I was in. Explain to the people what category that y'all won at the Oscars, and how was y'all experience? You know what I'm saying, at the Oscars?
The category that we was in two categories: best overall podcast and was Best New Podcast, and we won Best New Podcast.
Best New Podcast, yeah. Clap that shit up, man. Yeah. Clap that shit up. Clap that shit up, man. Yeah. So how did y'all feel? You know what I'm saying, when y'all won?
For me, it felt unreal when they called names. It took a second for it to process. Like, wait, they just say in the mix.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. So like, man, it felt good to be noticed and by your peers.
Yeah.
That does the same thing that you in, the same field that you in. That,
And he ran up there without me.
Yeah, I left him. He was moving too slow.
By the time he got up there, I'm like, dude, I can't walk that fast. Go ahead.
He said, you left me.
Yeah, I left him. I was so overwhelmed with joy. Like, man, I forgot. Like, I looked like, dang, Judas ain't make it.
Right.
Don't worry, brother, I got you.
Right.
And I forgot to give him a shout out when I was up there. Dang.
So right now, now you gotta give him a shout out right now. Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to my partner Judas Priest for help holding it down for the News Podcast, man. We here, baby. We arrived.
That was up, man.
His wife looked at me and was like, "You okay?" Yeah. I was like, "It's good. It's fresh."
Right. So how long have y'all been podcasting?
This coming May will be 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did a year on Anchor.
Okay.
Just audio.
Okay.
Yeah, those was some
terrible.
Man, when you go back and listen to those,
like, man,
we was drunk over a fireplace. Like,
over a fireplace. And I'm like, we can't believe people actually listen to this nonsense.
Right.
But once you start looking into it, and like, I watch podcasts all day now. I watch watch podcasts. I read up on it. It's still. And I got so many different ones you see into. And once you start learning it and actually want to be in it, you want to educate yourself in it and keep educating yourself. Like, they got classes now you can take.
Yeah.
It's out there. Just go ahead and get better at it. Because if I look at my own stuff and I be like, wow, this was a lot of holes, this was blanks, this was a lot of quiet zone. You just critique yourself and be honest. Like,
we definitely honest when we critique ourselves.
His wife, one day we did an episode and I do it in my mind. I'm like, oh, this was not good. She called us right after, like, that wasn't it.
She said that wasn't it.
And you respect that because she actually is. I mean, she is wife, but she
but she want to. She want to make sure that y'all on point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all need. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody always blowing smoke up your ass. You know what I'm saying? And telling you.
There's no growth in that. You can't grow with somebody just a fanboy or fan woman, fangirl.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I watched the Cat Williams one. Remember the one that he did on the radio? And he told Wanda that she was a bad interviewer.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
I mean, that shit is a craft. You know what I'm saying?
But technically, he was technically right. She definitely was not...
Yeah.
It was even like the questions she was asking when she tried to roast them to ask a question, it was just too much.
Get too personal and shit like that. Like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? You let people go ahead and, like, bring out what they want to bring out, you know, and then if, that's all. But that whole little situation was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you know, so.
Especially, you're right.
It was like she had like an agenda already or something.
It felt like
it definitely felt like it.
So besides, say, doing the podcasting, what did y'all do prior to podcasting? Did y'all, do you do music or do you do, say, managing or anything like that? Or what kind of like led you into podcasting?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. Well, led into we just because we always had like gatherings.
Okay.
And then we just sitting back and talk about podcasts and everything, the stuff that we seen. We're like, I bet we can do that.
Yeah. And then I left out of town.
And then he moved. No, actually, we recorded 3 episodes. We recorded
3, and then I moved.
And then he moved.
My job up and got it.
And those are unaired episodes, too. We never aired those.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we just was sitting around, and then that's when we decided to do the Anchor thing and try that out.
Okay.
And we was getting good feedback, and we was like, wow, if they listen to us just by hearing us, what if they see us? It'd really be fire.
I got you.
That's what we was like, man, it'd really be going down.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what is like y'all main thing that y'all do as far as y'all podcast? Like, is there a major thing as far as like you have artists on, or is it just you kind of like go with like what's y'all main goal or purpose?
Well, we didn't want to be in actually one thing and be like, for instance, we didn't want to just do one thing. Like we definitely was like, I don't want to just interview a whole bunch of actors and movie people and things like that. I'm okay with that but I wanted to give platforms to people who have a story to tell that don't have anywhere to tell it or want to tell it. People doing things unheard of, people that you know in the neighborhood or community that do things not getting heard of, not getting any type of play or anything. For just different people that's doing things that just you don't have a platform to come and talk on.
So that's kind of like look, great minds think alike, because that's what I be having.
Right. Yeah. Because I hear about it all the time, and then I know it's Black History Month, but I'm very harsh on my people. Yeah. I am. Sometimes it comes off like I don't like black people, but I just don't. I just talk about
shit, you up in here like a stink meter and shit.
I think highly of our people, so I don't like
the ruckus.
No, it's not like that. It's like, come on, people, we can do better than that. We are better than this. Don't keep letting them highlight that us doing this bad stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm over it. I'm over us just bashing each other and not lifting each other up. The criticism not building us up. It's tearing us down. It's making us tear, and then not even that, give us a pass to the other people to look at us and say, well, that's all y'all community do is tear each other down. Right now, we got 3 people beefing. We got comics beefing. And then we got comics beefing. It's Detroit comics that's beefing. Podcasters beefing. Come on, everything black people do is beefing. Come on. Where's the togetherness, the building up, to be stronger? And for me, that's just always been my thing. I tell people, because I'm into Black History Month, so I've always been into W.E.B. Du Bois and Frederick Douglass. And how them two, if you go look at them and read their stuff, they had ongoing debates for years about things.
Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Washington, yes. And then I love Frederick Douglass too, because his was the, when you read about him too, and his theories, and then when you read about all of these theories that they have, even when it comes down to school,
from Marcus Garvey, all of them kind of had their own little
getting education, getting certifications, or being accepted into the community versus fighting and not fighting, and just going to go get your own lane. These are things that still going on today. And it's not. Look at it. It's just, this person get this instead of this person helping this person to make theirs better. Now it's a competition. And I think that's something natural we do, is make everything competition instead of saying, okay, let's come together and make it even stronger.
So look, so you saying you kind of tough on shit, on our people and stuff, right? Have y'all ever been stood up by a guest that was supposed to been
man.
Yes, I have I have a list that I keep, because he is nice. He's a nice one. Fresh to just smile and kiki with them still. I'd be like, nah, I got a list. So when we do make it super, even when we make it, you're not coming back.
We had some guests, man. The book guy, what was his name? The guy with the book. This dude, I talked to him like about an hour before the show, and all of a sudden I couldn't get in contact with him. And then after that, so we ran the show anyway. We just scratched him out and continued to do our thing. And then, at that time it was 4 of us. So he had, we had separate, different accounts and days, and he was texting, inboxing everybody, not knowing that we all together. It's all the same people. So I was like, let me see your phone. I text him, saying, we would not be working with you. This is such and such, after you stood us up, and, that whole spew. But and
my thing is, I know things happen.
But
we have the tendency to just not follow through. There's communication, email, text.
A motherfucker just ghost you and shit.
Right, and then when we call you, finally trick you to answer the phone. See, that makes it even worse. And then I'll be like, I'm definitely feeling some type of way. I'm not. He the one who's like, no, don't mention it. No, I want to bring it over there and be like, well, we had such and such a guest.
I mean, I think some everybody has went through that as far as podcasting and stuff, because I know the hell I have. You know what I'm saying? I done reached out to people and stuff, and then they be like, I'm coming through this, that, and other. And, hey, look, the day come, or a couple of days prior, whatever, I reach back out to them. crickets.
I mean,
I'm like, okay, like right, you know what I'm saying?
But it's okay, you know what I'm saying? If you can't make it, just communicate it. Like we had shows that we couldn't, you know what I'm saying? We had said him like, and I would instantly like the minute I found out we can't do it, I'm like, boom, I'm in your email like, sorry, you can't make this work, we can reschedule. Yeah. You know, I don't want to inconvenience you by letting you know too late. You know, just,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is. I don't know because it's the same thing. Like, have you ever been on the red carpet and interviewing people and they act like they don't want to get interviewed on their own red carpet? Like, I'm not like to chase you down at your...
No, that's like shit. You want to, you know, if you want to stop and say some shit, that's cool. You know what I mean? If you don't, that's cool too.
But I'm not going to chase you down.
Yeah.
I did though in the beginning though. I was like, hey, can I get an interview? In the beginning when I first started, like, let me interview you.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been a process, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Overall and stuff, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, y'all speaking about y'all growth or when y'all started and stuff like that, you can't say the evolution of you guys.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying? So
you hear that content on that anchor, you were like, bro, y'all, I don't know what y'all was thinking.
was that what we was arguing about? Was your hand wet in water?
Man.
Yeah, it's water wet. Yeah.
It's water wet.
Yeah, it's water wet.
Man, oh man. So he said, is it? Hey, you gotta give yourself the gong on that one. So not only that, okay, as far as y'all growth, where do y'all want to see how far y'all podcast go? Like, what's y'all ultimate goal? You know. Is it to reach so many people, or is it to, start set up shop, you know what I'm saying, in different states or something like that, to travel or something, or?
Yeah, definitely to travel. To me, I want Intermix Podcast to be like one of the biggest podcasts, and we want our, the goal is to get our own business, our own building and everything. Okay. And just, do our thing, just expand it. Okay. And, we adding more shows right now to In the Mix Podcast. In the Mix Podcast is the main hub, and all the other shows on.
So matter of fact, speak about it. I know you just released, a new one. The other day I was watching.
Yeah, we got a new one. It's called It's Our Opinion Podcast. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Myself and James from All That's Crazy Podcast and Food Stamps from Toppers and Tequila. So we decided to come together. Okay. And do it, produced and by Judas. He's a producer of it. Okay. We got what else we got? Drunk Stories. What is it called? Drunk Stories, right?
Drunken Stories.
Drunk Stories.
Drunk Stories, okay.
Man. We got, what else is, a couple of them, I can't think of them, but we got.
All right, so you got anything with Sage over there yet?
Yeah, Sage, yeah. Sage has his own thing, too, that he does, that he's going to put it out. Okay. What is it called, Sage?
I got a...
Not you don't know your title.
That's like, it's still kind of...
It's still in the works.
Under construction.
But it's called Sage Advice.
Sage Advice, that's what it is. Sage Advice.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Matter of fact, hey, look, he has an event coming up, right?
Yeah. Sage has an event coming up, and it's a far. I don't want to butcher the name. So far, and how you do it is when you purchase your ticket, then you will be able to get the location. Okay. Because, you can't get the location unless you purchase the ticket. Okay. And the tickets are $25. Come out. Sage going to perform. We're going to do about 5 tracks. Okay. And they got other talented artists that's going to be there performing, dressed real nice. You bring your drink in, you and your lady or your guy or however that works for you. Well, however that works for you, your life, however it works for you.
You got you got the I know you just sent me the flyer, so I'm gonna post it on my social media and stuff like that or whatever. Do you want to direct anybody to like your flyers where you can find the flyers at on y'all page?
Yeah, you can find it on Intermix Podcast Life. What else? Intermix Podcast 4.
On Instagram.
Intermix Podcast 4.
Okay. All right. So it's another one, man. I wanted to ask y'all too, man. There's What has been like one of y'all craziest podcasts that y'all ever did? Like, far as like, say a guest that y'all have that y'all can remember. You know what I mean?
The human trafficking lady.
The human trafficking. Oh my God!
Y'all had a human trafficking.
So,
lady?
We didn't know if she was human trafficking or she was against human trafficking. It was weird.
I don't know. By the end of the interview, it felt like that she was setting it up to take people, and I'm just. Yeah. I don't know. I felt really uncomfortable. Like, it was for human trafficking, but bring awareness to it and stuff.
So
we gave her this. She had told her she had a guest that wanted to come on that was a part of one of her teams to go and help her with the human trafficking event. And she had a whole little nonprofit and everything. So we gave her the website. I mean, the link that somebody could come in video-wise. But the guy who came in looked like he go around and kidnap people.
Man.
And
like he got a big white van outside.
He wasn't ready to come on.
I'm telling you.
And he was scared to come listening. It looked really weird. And then he was like, "Oh, I didn't know I was coming on."
Oh, shit.
I'm telling you.
Man, that interview
I was like,
crazy.
what the world? I felt bad because I was like, we didn't even re-air it. Like,
it was weird.
It was one of those.
And the team was looking at me like, if you don't get her offer in this show, they looking at me like, in this show, quit talking to her.
And to this day, she still be trying to come on. I just be like, nah, we good.
Oh, hell no.
Because
that's wild.
I don't know. It's just sometimes. And then the most other interesting person we had on the show was Akil.
Oh yeah, oh man, Akil, bro.
Akil, great guy.
What is that?
Great guy.
Akil, man.
But he appeared in Renika's McQuee's
Cain and
Abel movie. Okay. And so we would do an interview with people. So at that time, I was aggressive with him.
Okay.
His role was so horrible in that movie, and he's gonna tell me that it was an ordained by God for that role, and was saying that the person himself was. We didn't know what God was using. The God was using
Willie
that person. I said he raped kids. It's no God using you in this situation.
Say God adore you to come back in as a character to rape kids.
It ended up being a 2-hour interview. Okay, but it was. I love it, man. He was real cool about it.
Love a kill, man.
Wow.
And that was back when we first started. Okay.
You know what? Like. I can't really think of too many crazy
man. We had some
interviews, man, that I done had. Like, no, I really can't. I mean, no.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I know it is. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just a matter of time.
Oh right? Yeah, like we brought some people on for Black History Month, and we was like, hey. Our entrepreneurs, right?
Okay.
So we brought this guy on that says that I don't even know what he did because he didn't know what he did.
Okay.
And so you know how you try to get him into talking about what he do?
Nothing. Just being quiet.
And we
probably just got scared of being on the mic or something with the cameras or something.
I can say that. Maybe.
Yeah.
However, he had these pictures behind him that he said he did. That these was the pictures that he made and things like that. So when we tried to get him to describe the pictures and what type of materials it was or what was the inspiration behind this, he was like, "Oh yeah, I just did this in my mama's backyard or her garage." We like, what? At that point, I felt like he stole these pictures just to come on the show.
Wow.
I looked around like, we about to end this show.
So yeah, that's what
we about to end this.
So we changed the show around.
We changed it around.
Okay.
Why he on the show? We just forgot he was on the show.
Okay. Now I will say this because y'all just reminded me. I did have one of my boys come up here, and he got this guy would talk, funny as hell and everything. As soon as that camera and the light and the microphone turned on, his ass was super quiet. I'm like, "Hey, talk, man!" You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And I'm like, "That's crazy." He's like, "Yeah, I'm ready now." I'm like, "Man." So I mean, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? So.
And also, believe it or not, bro. Like when we first started, I would never talk. I would always sit in the back when we first started and just smile. I wouldn't even look at the camera. They used to be like, "Tell Fresh to look up. He looking down again." I would never look. I always talk the whole time like this.
So is it more so like just being shy?
Yeah, it was the camera thing, and then I didn't like how my voice. When I heard my voice back, it was just weird to me. I'm like.
Yeah. But the audience was rough because they didn't mind texting you and telling you,
Yeah.
Why are you going on your show? Why you on your show texting you crazy stuff on your show?
Like, tell him to look up. We can't hear him.
Or tell him the guest. Okay, we don't like that guest. Or he talking. Like, yeah, it was.
That's crazy. Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat, y'all. Let's see, we got Girl Boy Peasy in the building. What's up, though,
Girl
GB?
Boy?
Oh, Girl Boy.
Let's see, who else we done had up in here? Just scroll down. Well, right now, just like Girl Boy Peasy up in this boy. She say that was a boring game. Oh, she was talking about she's talking about the football game. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about that was a boring game, and the halftime was the best part of the game. Matter of fact, hey, look. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah. So, matter of fact, what other do y'all got anything that's besides say Sage, with his event coming up? Do y'all have any other events and stuff like that coming up soon, or any and what days is your podcast and stuff like that on to let everybody know?
It's Our Opinion. It's Our Opinion is going to be on Wednesdays at 7:30.
Okay.
And of course, we do Fresh and Judas Saturdays at 9.
Yeah.
And pretty much we just got our show this Saturday that's coming up as of right now.
Okay.
I haven't checked the email yet, so
okay. And for the people that don't know, on this show or whatever, y'all are family, right? Y'all cousins, right?
Yeah, real cousins.
So, see, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. So look, which one of y'all the hardest to work with? I would say, which one would y'all say is the hardest to work with?
Judas definitely hardest to work with.
Only because I don't know. It's harder for me to hold my peace. So he's good at being in a bad situation and still coasting it. Me, okay. You either gonna see on my face that I'm pissed off, or I'm gonna just say something about it. So it's me, definitely me, but not on purpose, not in that way. Okay. Because if we in a situation, I know how to get out of it. I act accordingly. Okay. But as far as he's the nice person to go to. He's the person to go through everything. He approve everything. Me, I'd be like, nope, give me the dates and I'll let you know. This dude, he'll come around and be like, hey, we got something to do this week. No, we don't. It's not on the calendar. Oh, yeah, I told him we was going to do it.
Sage over there laughing.
And I'm like,
Sage experienced that.
Keep doing that. Like, we got, and this guy had us one time doing the 3 things all in one day. Because he say yes to everything. I'm like, it's okay.
So in other words, say you're a little bit more organized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So other than that, say, have y'all ever had any kind of I'm not gonna say a conflict, but just say a disagreement to where
all day long. We don't agree with nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said damn.
Our perspective is totally opposite.
A lot of people think that we agree with stuff or we work good because that we respect each other because he'll call me and be like, you was on some BS.
Okay.
And just like that, be like, nah, I didn't say nothing right then, but yeah, you was on the BS. Or I'd be like, nah, I'm not feeling that.
Okay.
That's just we real with that. Like the fact that we family, I guess, make it people think that we supposed to, but no, we real. Our family like that ourselves. Like we talk junk to each other. But yeah, definitely. We got into it a couple of times, and it was 4 of us. It started off with 4 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened to the other 2?
They slowly. The slow version is they get walked away.
Okay.
It had to been faster had he had the boss to do what he was supposed to do.
I want everything to work, man.
I mean, look though, it happens though, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? For me, knowing y'all the short time that I've known y'all or whatever, I think that, y'all mesh real well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because sometimes you have to have somebody that's a little bit more organized and then somebody that's a little bit more free. Yeah. Because that's the, y'all met my wife and stuff like that. And that's how that is with me and my wife or whatever. She's a little bit more, free and everything. And I'm a little bit more, say, structured. What up, though? Welcome to the GAMG Big Flex Strongcast. Who we have on the line?
What up, though? This Tim Dog or your boy Willie.
Oh, shit. This is Willie. What up, though, Tim? What's going on?
What up, though?
Say you got a question. You got a question for the guest, man?
Yeah, I got a question for Priest here, my man. How easy is it to get into the podcasting field, and how long you guys been doing it?
It's we've been doing it for it's coming up on 3 years, and I mean, easy. It's not easy because it's work. Believe it or not, it's a lot of work. So it all depends on where you're trying to go, what kind of content you're trying to create. You got to figure out what's your fan base and where you're trying to go with your content and how you want to monetize it and all that good stuff. So it's work. It's not easy.
Or how real you want to be or not be. Like we unedit it, so we don't edit.
Yeah, we don't edit anything.
And a lot of people I know when they used to ask us, it'd be like, "Oh well, what can we?"
Can we take this out or something?
And I'm like, no, everything is. I want it as pure as natural as possible.
Yeah.
Like even when you get us get into disagreements, like we used to get heated disagreements with each other
on the air. It'd be heated,
and you saw it. We just had to bring it back.
Yeah.
So we learn and we grow, but I enjoy the process. Now, as far as financial, depends on how much money you have to work with and start with, or where you're going to go. If you get a studio like this lovely podcasting studio, this is beautiful. Yeah. I mean, we started in front of the fireplace with our phones, doing that on nights, and then we went from that to taking back part of his house and making that into a studio.
Okay, yeah.
Until being now at the studio at Highland Park. Doing that. So, and then with that, how much content you want to create, how much you want to have, or the days that you want to go on, keeping a steady beat, keeping it consistent.
Yeah,
that matters because we was at the point one time when we was consistent, and then we started dropping off because we started doing other things and having other things and not having anything in place.
Yeah.
So a lot of our fans was reaching out, or followers and stuff was saying, "Hey, where y'all at? Y'all didn't come on." So then I started recognizing, oh wow, we left them hanging this week because we had something to do, but we didn't put anything in that place. So being consistent and staying on yourself, disciplining yourself, actually spending time making what type of topics you're going to have, researching the topics. What are you going to talk about?
So how long did it take for you guys to figure out which direction you wanted to go, or you always knew from jump?
Not that long, because his strong suits are, we use all his strong suits and then we use mine. I'm a talker. I've been, and then as far as our lives, like I've been traveling, and my job consists of me traveling and meeting and greeting and doing that, so I'm good with that. He's definitely good with sports. He's good with the his industry. He's worked with mental illness his whole entire life. Not to mention he's in my family, so he's mentally ill anyway. But then, we used all our.
He's leaving out the charisma. Charisma's crazy. The likability factor is off the chart.
I don't like to tell him that because he get a big head, but he definitely people definitely love him.
Yeah,
and I don't know what
people talk to me all day.
It gets to a point I have to pull him away and be like, we gotta go.
Right.
But yeah, it gels with you playing on your strengths and your versus your weakness. I wouldn't. He's like gatekeeper of when it comes down to sports. Like, this guy can know the stats, and he's really crazy. So I'm not going to argue and debate with him when it comes down to things dealing with that side. But he's not arguing and debate with me when it comes down to things political or my strengths. Yeah. Because I went to school for political science and everything. So So we based on, and that's why I wanted to leave it. We wanted to leave it open when it comes down to what we talk about, what topics we have on. And then you got these different months. Each, like next month is Women's Month, Women History Month, and we're going to find some women to come on the show.
You say find the women.
Okay. This month is Black History. That was easy.
Right. So this is Tim from TNT Cakes Creations and more. So, hey, look, thanks for calling in, man. You got another question real quick?
I can go on and on, but I cut it short and sweet. Just make sure you guys drop your stuff at the end so I can go ahead and plug in and join your join your podcast.
I'm about to have him do it now. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Tim, brother. All right.
Once again, salute.
All right, my brother.
All right, Willie. All right, So yeah, we gonna go ahead and I want y'all to go ahead and plug in, all y'all social media to where people can follow y'all, support y'all, and everything that y'all do. And if there's any other thing that y'all want to go ahead and let anybody know, like promote and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is the time to do it. All
right. So yeah, you can find us on all platforms. On Facebook, I have in the Mix podcast life, and there's 2 In the Mix podcasts on there. One of them, if it's not the one with myself and Judas on there holding up the trophy that we won, best new podcast.
Dope.
And so don't pick the other one. Somebody hacked the other one, so we couldn't. We had to do away with that one. And of course, Podcast Life and on IG is In the Mix Podcast 4 on IG, and on TikTok is In the Mix Podcast 4, and YouTube is In the Mix Podcast 4. And yeah, man. So events we got coming up. Sage, he rocking with us with In the Mix Podcast, and he got his thing coming up Wednesday,
February the 14th. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so
that's 2 more days, y'all.
Right.
2 more days.
So you got you want to come out and hear some good music and everything. Purchase those tickets at what is it called again? Say
Eventbrite.
You can actually, I can send you the link and you can post it.
Okay, yeah, he gonna send me the link. We can post it.
Yeah, but then send it to me. Yeah. All right. Anything you want to plug in, Judas?
No.
Judas Priest?
What's coming up? Nope. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. But it's just a thing. Me and my wife don't celebrate. My ex-wife don't celebrate Valentine's Day anymore. So
okay.
That was the day that I actually proposed to her. So I don't.
You said memories of the day we were, scattered pictures. No.
Why? I know you did the whole song.
Hey, so look, y'all, give it up, man. Give it up for In the Mix Podcast with Judas Priest and Fresh, and of course Sage over there. Hey, look, we gonna try to get into this one topic real quick, y'all.
Okay.
So we was talking about it before, you know what I'm saying? We went on live. So of course we're gonna talk about the Killer Mike reflects on his Grammys night and his arrest. All right, and then also say Jay-Z's speech that he had for winning his Grammy. So let me read this off real quick. It says, Killer Mike reflects on his Grammys night arrest. It says, I could have succumbed to anger, but I'm just grateful. All right. So it says, Killer Mike is counting his blessings in the face of what might leave many others bitter. So Killer Mike, Michael Render, that's his name, was arrested on Sunday at the 2024 Grammy Awards and booked on a misdemeanor after alleged physical altercation with a security guard. It was an incident that happened not long after Mike nearly swept the Grammys for 4 rap categories, all right, winning 3 trophies, including Best Rap Album for his LP Michael. During the show, his show's telecast ceremony, says, so how did y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? That he won his 3 Grammys, and then pretty much after he got him, was arrested. Like,
I feel like if he wasn't black, we would have known about it until after.
Yeah.
And I can't help but the moment that happened, I was like, well, why did they come and get him at the Grammys? It just don't make any sense to me, other than they wanted a different outcome. They wanted him to act out. They wanted him to be angry and make a big scene of it. But I really applaud him for walking away and just doing it calmly and not letting them do it, because that could have been ugly and it would have just tarnished everything else that happened up until then. And it's crazy that I have to look at everything like that. Like, so
did he actually have a physical altercation with the security guard? Did it actually happen?
So from what I read is that the security guard or whatever, I guess, said that he bumped her or something, and it was a female.
Right.
Or something. And I guess, you know what I'm saying, she made it out of more than what it probably was. But here's my deal is, like you said, to me, I just look at it like this. Okay, normally stuff like that don't be shown, right?
Right.
But for whatever reason, this was shown almost like to make an example out of somebody. Like, we don't care if you just won 3 Grammys, you're not bigger than what the hell we can minimize you down to. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you still a nigga.
Right. And I appreciate
you know what I mean?
And that's what it came across. I promise you. Because it was while the Grammys was going on, you start getting these Killer Mike. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, for an altercation, it's like, okay, it's one thing to just escort him away, but you got this picture of him being in handcuffs
for bumping into her. I mean,
and then they said that she was actually made a citizen's arrest. So the actual it wasn't
arrest, huh?
Yeah, so it wasn't even. I don't think the actual police. I think it was more so the security guards. There you go. So to me, I don't know. You know, it's a lot of conspiracy theories saying that, hey, this was a humiliation ritual kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? To where, okay, one of these Grammys, what kind of dirt do they actually have on them? So this is one of those things where, okay, you know, most actors, they have them putting on dresses and shit like this. Sometimes they'll do some things like this, say a humiliation ritual or something. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just, to me, at the end of the day, it's just showing you, oh, we don't care that you didn't won, say, these Grammys, you still a nigga.
Right. And I felt, I mean, he handled it. I love the way he handled it, though. You know what I'm saying? He did his little 3 hours and got out and went and partied. Yeah. Found out, you know, he said spent time with, you know, his savior and everything, prayed about everything. Yeah. By the time he made it home, he had some good news. His brother, they found a kidney for his brother. Yeah. You know, so all that good stuff, man. So he handled it. He did. I like how he handled it. Yeah. Because he could have really acted a fool if he wanted to.
Yeah, and this is Black History Month. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I just feel like everything that because when you look at the other race, like Robert Downey Jr. was horrible. And nothing like that. They would never come and arrest Robert Downey Jr. Doing a show while he's getting an award. Yeah. That would happen. Afterwards, okay, he'll come, or come turn yourself in after you get done from there. They knew where he was at. They know where he was at and everything. Yeah. So my thing is...
And then another thing it could be, too, you know, a lot of these damn award shows seem like they always have to have some kind of drama, to have people, you know what I'm saying, like... have their attention and shit focused on it, and then talking about some negative shit. You know, just like, you know, what was it, last year, the year before last, you had Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock, that kind of thing.
I still think that was acted.
Me too.
Think that was
I really
part
did.
Of it.
Yeah, I really do too, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you got to start looking at it like, if it was that damn serious, we are two, say megastars and stuff like that, somebody was going to get sued. Right. Like, at least. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to press charges and this, that. Nah.
It's like...
Now your publicists and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they try to recreate, like, The Source, that stuff, when that happened back when we was young, The Source and all that stuff. Yeah. That stuff was real. Yeah. That stuff wasn't acting. Yeah. Now I feel like they try to make things happen so they can stay... Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So look, let's talk about this real quick. Say the Jay-Z speech, you know, after he won his Grammy, you know, let me read this one. It says during his acceptance speech, Jay-Z spoke his truth and jabbed, the Recording Academy when it came to his wife Beyonce never winning Album of the Year despite boasting the most Grammys awards of all time.
I just want to start off saying about did y'all see Beyonce there looking like a whole white woman?
Oh, you talking about at the Super Bowl?
No, at the Grammys. Yeah, it looked like a straight white woman.
Yeah, it carried on last night too, though. So yeah.
I didn't know it was her. She had like one of those little white woman outfits and hair, and she was really pale. I'm like, what she got? What Michael Jackson had or something? I was confused.
Reverse vitiligo.
Yeah,
she was looking pretty pale.
Yeah, but I don't care for Jay-Z. He's to me, he's fake about everything he does.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say about that. I don't.
I mean, Kanye West did say this already, so I'm just saying.
I mean, well, I put it like this. Like we was talking about it earlier. So, you know, 1 minute they talking about, you know, boycotting, say, the Grammys, correct, the Oscars and stuff like that. And then you go up there, your wife have won, say, 32 fucking Grammys, and you still, you know, you up there for acceptance of your Grammy. Now you still complaining to these people about not getting it right. And it's like, how are you going to talk shit about their standards? You know what I'm saying? To where you know, what you mean get it right? Apparently, they feel like they getting it right because their standards are not your standards, right? So, you know, you gonna shit. It's almost like you still went up there and shitted on them. And then you turn around, you drinking out your damn grain, like you really don't give a damn. So if you didn't give a damn, why did the fuck you even show up?
Why did you show up?
You know what I
mean? Y'all don't show up to wars anyway unless y'all win.
There you go.
We know those patterns. But my thing is do we feel like that these are rich people problems and not really our problems?
There you go. A bunch of privileged, spoiled motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah.
You mad because you ain't getting...
I want that award.
Right, but you get a Grammy.
The 30 other two, it's like the hell with the other 32 and shit. I want that one. I've never won that one, and that's the problem. You got to get it right. It's like, you ungrateful bastard.
That was my whole thing. This has been my whole thing with the black people that's up there. Like, y'all arguing about things that us down here.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't argue with you. Monique wanted us to boycott Netflix. I can't. Yeah. I watch stuff on Netflix. I can't afford to boycott Netflix because you feel like you ain't getting enough money.
Yeah, it's like they just having to say a little bitch fest and shit about them not feeling fully accepted and shit by people. And it's not even saying, like you said, the main supporters of them. It's the other people that they want them to be all, oh yeah, you're the greatest. It's like, no, you're never going to be the greatest with them. You know what I'm saying? You lucky to be even in that room with them. You know what I'm saying? And then you still talking shit. No, just get your own shit, man. At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm for if people are not making room for you at their table, I definitely believe in making your own table.
Building your own table. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, clap that shit up, yo. Damn, man. Hey, look. I wish we had a little bit more time and shit to get to the rest of these topics and shit like that. But we're gonna go ahead and end this thing on like this. And this thing on out like this. Check this out, y'all. Run y'all stuff down one more time. Make sure y'all plug in everything that y'all need to one more time. And then we going to end this show.
All right, Judas.
And I want to thank y'all for coming through, man. The GAMG, the Big Flex Strongcast, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, man. We appreciate you, bro.
We're definitely going to have to do this back again.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yes, man. This is dope.
All right. We are In The Mix Podcast 4 on Instagram, on TikTok, and Instagram and YouTube. On Facebook, it's In The Mix Podcast, the group, and Podcast Life, the group, and In The Mix Podcast 4.
All right, y'all. And make sure y'all tap into Sage event coming up Wednesday. All right?
We made it. We on podcasting, baby. We made it.
Y'all on podcast.
We made it.
All right, y'all. Hey, look.
Oh, yeah.
So, thanks again for tuning in to episode 49, man. And we're going to flex this thing on out like this, y'all. Keep flexing, my friends. We see y'all next week, 9 o'clock, every Monday night, y'all. Peace, y'all.